is ready, the teacher appears. And
yeah.
we as spiritual beings have taken human forms to experience something, to your religion and I said humanity, to be the trailblazer to the new patterns, which are more empowering, which are making us better. Hurt people. So
everyone, welcome to my channel, Yoga with Preeti and Beyond. We are here in a great park, Irvine, and here is my guest, Dharmi Shah.
Thank you.
She is a transformation coach. She is the one who introduced me in spiritualism.
Thank you so much, Preeti. Thank you for having me here. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me. And I'm so excited of what unfolds in this conversation.
Yeah, so I want to know, how have you started your journey being a transformation coach, and you have your own YouTube channel, you are influencer. So I wanted to know how this whole journey started.
Well, I have been in health and wellness since 2004. Even before that, when I was 15 years old, I had gained weight as a teenager and I was not happy with it. My self-confidence had crashed, my self-esteem had gone down, and I started exercising, going for walks and checking my diet, and I lost the weight. But that made me curious on what happens with all of this. Why did I gain weight? And I did my bachelor's in dietetics, my post-graduation in sports science and nutrition, and that helped me understand the science behind it. And since 2004, I have been helping people to lose weight, gain confidence, manage their stress. And then I learned yoga, I did my mind power training and got married, came from India to US. 2012 I came in, and then for a few years I was home. I had a baby, I was growing her up, and then finally after 6 years of being at home, I realized, what am I doing? I wanted to serve, I wanted to help, I wanted to put out what I know in the world so that there can be a change and I can help people become their best versions. And when I decided I wanted to do something like this, just like we say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, I came across Health Coach Institute. I did my health and life coaching, my mastery in coaching, and that helped me transform myself first. And then I started connecting with women who want to be empowered, shift from being a good girl to an empowered woman, because that's where the magic is. Once you feel empowered, you can actually make your family empowered. And I feel when a woman is happy, she can make her family happy, and that's how the world is going to be a happy place to live in.
And you do a great job on that, right? You are amazing in that sense.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And it's always the person who is willing to change can let change happen, because there's so much of information all around on the internet, but you can't change if you're not ready to change. So I'm so grateful for you to be ready to take on your spiritual path, check in with what is it that I can change instead of making other people change. Because what we want, I want to change my husband, I want to change my kids, but that's the most difficult part.
And I think that's the greatest learning, and I felt that you really helped me understand that कि जो change आपको सामने चाहिए वो change आपके अंदर है. और one of the thing you also said कि the experience in front of your life is the mirror image. It's from you, right? So that was kind of a mind-blowing thing I discovered. I was like, this is mind-blowing. We always think that the other person is wrong, right? Like most of the time, that's the way things are. We always try to blame someone else, but they say that, hey, the power is within you and you are in charge of your life. You can control everything. That was like one thing I was like, how can I control? And it works, you know. And I think that I'm so thankful for you to show me Louise Hay's book and the teachings. That was so simple and so touching, and I think that with constant practice and all, that kind of has impacted me in a very, very positive way. And I feel good. I would say that that's the way your coaching comes together, where when the person feels good, everything around him is good, right? So
yes.
I think you bring that out in people. I think that's the gift of God to you, I guess, you know. So thank you for doing that, what you're doing. and keep continuing that. So that's why I thought that I really want her to be on my channel and just kind of see there's so much out there for women. There's so much support for all of us to flourish, you know, and just grow as a community. And before her, I never even knew that this kind of thing is existed, you know. So I think thank you for being on social media, and thank you for showing that, yeah, this is something people can explore. So like we are so busy in our job, our kids, and we say, oh, our health or our mental being is the last thing in our thing, right? But that's not the way we want to be. And I think that's the biggest thing, my takeaway. And I feel that my viewers need to know that we are the empowered women, not only women, even men too, right? We all are so busy making money, want to have a social status, want to have kids, you know, in a good schools, good career and all that. But overall, how you're taking your family together, that's also a missing link. We are kind of always in a rat race.
Yes,
right?
That's how the society has trained us, right?
Exactly.
You study, you work, you earn, you get married, you have children, and what next? What's the purpose of your life? We as spiritual beings have taken human forms to experience something, to learn something. And when we don't see ourselves just as body, we see ourselves as souls who are here to evolve. We can see beyond just the next meal, कि आज का खाना क्या है. We can see beyond कि कौन सी गाड़ी लेनी है, कौन सा घर लेना है. Why do I want to do this? What am I experiencing? What am I leaving behind? What is it that I want to overcome? Is it that I have anger issues, which was a generational pattern? My grandfather had short temper. We had seen that. My father had it, and I got it from him. And then when I realized that I have a child now, and if I continue that generational pattern of being angry, it will affect her mental health. And that's where I wanted to work on myself. So these are the things that we get aware of, that where is it that I want to make that change, I want to break that pattern, and I want to be the trailblazer to the new patterns, which are more empowering, which are making us better human beings. Because I feel it's just, somebody was asking me, what's your religion? And I said, humanity. Being kind, being compassionate, being more considerate to who, like if somebody gets angry on me, that person may be having a bad day, or maybe that's the nature, that's who that person is filled with. Only hurt people. So instead of taking it personally, if I throw the light back on that person, I can feel compassion that, okay, maybe it's I'm not taking it personally, I'm just looking at the personality, that okay, this is a part of this person's personality.
And I think that's the greatest learning too, the teachings of like, hey, just detach yourself from a situation and see, right, why the person is doing why they're doing it. Like, there should be something behind their behavior, right? We always try to get so emotionally like charged up, and so I think it's great. I think that there's so much to explore for figuring out your life purpose, and then the happiness just comes by itself, and through Louise Hay's only, right? There was Easter Hicks, right? She's like, the purpose of your life is joy, and Vivekanand also says the same thing, right? Like, पर हम लोग सब भूल गए वो. मैं तो भूल गई थी actually. I felt that कि I was just machine, just doing my morning to evening, just trying to go through things. But it's very important. So you told me what inspired you to be an influencer. So that's really great to know about your story. I mean, every one of us has a personal story to tell, and I'm so glad that you are able to share that with my viewers. So what strategies do you use to engage with your audience and build a community? Like, you have been in this social media for more than now, 6 years?
6 years, yes.
Right? So, I mean, so you are more experienced than me. I'm only 6 months old. So just share your experience. What do you do with that?
Well, when I began with, I just used Facebook as my platform, and I used to do Facebook Lives and group challenges. I opened up my own group where I included women who want to become empowered, and there is the place where we have daily conversations, inspiring posts, inspiring videos, and that's how I can first connect with people, and then whoever is willing, they join my group and we have more in-depth conversations. Instagram is another platform which I use to promote my programs or events. And LinkedIn is another platform where I can connect with people who are professional. YouTube is also a place which I use to put posts like power of visualization and guided visualization. Remember I shared with you the power nap and the visualization nap. So all those are almost like a database for me to use for my clients if they're like, okay, I really struggle with my sleep. So I just share the link with them. So YouTube for me is more to create content and to post for people who can benefit from it all over the world who are not even connected to me at all. So social media helps me to connect with people globally. I remember working with a woman from Africa, Australia, in India, East Coast, West Coast of US, Canada, everywhere, all around, and it would not have been possible without social media. There was a time where I did not want to do social media at all because it was just a stretch for me. I was a one-on-one person, like if you know me, I'll tell you what I do, but then I realized how will I help people who are all across the globe? I have to use something. So social media is more like a tool for me to connect with people who are ready.
And I think that's how I connected with you, Dharmi, right? And I think that that's I think that that's the most powerful tool humanity has. Started my spiritual journey. I mean, there was so much content around that, and I could pick and choose and go through in detail about. Someone was like, hey, there's a parallel reality. They were talking about the quantum healing. I mean, there's like an endless world, right, of things. So passion, they can explore and learn. Like even with my yoga, like I follow quite a lot of yoga teachers, right? I mean, you are a yoga teacher by yourself as well, right? And there's always so much to learn. Everyone offers something different and something unique. And I love that part about the social media. So what are some of the challenges you have faced on your social media journey, and how did you overcome them? Do you have any advice to give for people who are just starting like me?
Yes. My coach had told me, Dharmi, once you decide what you want to do, for example, I had decided I wanted to do 100 Facebook Lives. She said, do not check how many people liked your post. Do not. Just go. Just keep moving, because sometimes when some person is interested in working with you or learning from you, they don't even care to like it. They just watch and they move on. But in their heart, you have made an impact. So you don't know. And some people who keep liking it, they will never connect with you. So it's just that you never know who is getting the impact and how many people are getting impacted. So just keep doing your work and just keep doing it. Don't get bogged down on how many likes are there or how many people have viewed it. Just keep doing what you're doing and you will get. And it was surprising, like when I started the Facebook Lives and I went to India to meet my parents, there were so many friends and their siblings and their neighbors like, we saw your video. And I don't even know them. And I'm like, oh really? Oh, that's nice. I never saw them liking anything, but they have seen it. So you never know how big the impact is. So keep going. Don't compare yourself with other influencers, because everybody have their own pace and everybody's pace is valid, and it's just everybody's journey is different. So enjoy it. Just enjoy it and keep consistent and be persistent.
Yeah, I think that's the persistence is the key, I feel, because I feel like that I also have low days, right? I feel like, okay, I don't feel like making any video today, but I feel like, oh no, I have to do something, at least 2 minutes. Maybe I don't spend too much time editing it, like that takes me a little bit longer to do. So thank you for your advices on that. And I think that okay, so Dharmi, tell me about any exciting projects you're working on currently. Your Empowering Mom and Daughter workshop was a success. Thank you for actually bringing things like that to our community. It is really the demand of this hour.
Yes. I was so happy because I feel if you want to change the fruit, you need to change the root. So mothers are the root, and what they do, children see that, and that's how they become. Like I used to see my mom and my grandmom, and whatever they did, I was copying that, and unknowingly when I say something now, I realize, oh, my mom came out from my mouth right now.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it works.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes
Yeah.
it's not good, because we have to update ourselves, and that's why this workshop that I'm going to do is now going to be online, so everybody globally can attend it. It's called Empowered Moms, Empowered Daughters.
I'm the one going to attend it too, because
Yes.
I think I really love it. I have 2 daughters, and I think that these tools are necessary for us now, because we live in such a different world than when we were growing up. So thank you for putting effort to bringing these type of topics for the community, where we all can, you know, join and learn.
Yes, thank you.
So questions I have, the closing thoughts on things, like you are the yoga teacher yourself, and you are the transformation coach, life coach. So how do you bring both of them together, and what are the message you have, the closing message you have for my viewers here?
That's a beautiful question, Preeti. When I was learning yoga, one thing that touched my heart was the duty hierarchy. It said that your first duty is towards yourself. I was around 21 years old, and when I heard that, I was taken aback. I'm like, what? Really? First duty is towards myself? Isn't it for my parents, because they have given me birth? It was instilled that I owe them so much, and I have to be a good girl, obey them for everything they say. And if I did anything according to myself, I would feel a little guilty if that was against their wishes. So when I learned that if I am taking care of myself physically, emotionally, mentally, I am actually filling my cup, and then I can overflow to people around me. And that's the exact thing that I learned in my life coaching, self-love. When I love myself, it is not selfish, it is self-duty, because once I take care of myself, if I'm happy, only then I can make somebody else happy. If I don't have happiness within me, how is it possible to give something? I can't give something that I don't have. So it's very important to understand that loving yourself, taking care of yourself, whether it be the path of yoga or whether emotional empowerment, whatever it is, if you're taking care of yourself, you're doing a favor to the world, because when we work on ourselves, it's a gift to the people around us, and that's where the change happens.
And I think I am really the fruit of that teaching, I would say. And I think that self-love is not so selfish. That's what I learned too,
Yes.
working with you. And thank you so much for all the wisdom you have given to my viewers. And thank you for coming to my channel. And we will have more sessions like that with you. She is amazing life coach and transformation coach. I'm so grateful that our path crossed.
Yes, thank you.
So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
watching our valuable conversation. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos. I would appreciate it. Thank you.
And before we end, I want to say one thing. When Preeti came to me 2 years ago, she said, yeah, I have enrolled for a program in yoga, but I haven't completed it. I don't know what I'm doing with it. And look at her now. She has her own yoga channel. She has so many videos. She's rocking it. I'm so proud of you, Preeti, for embracing what you have, your passion for yoga, and serving so many people, because it suits you. You are smiling, you're shining, and you are
I love
actually,
it.
you're loving it. So keep up. More power to you, more love to you, and keep spreading.
Thank you
keep
so
spreading.
much. Yeah.
Okay.